This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Stanley Fallord. In this week's broadcast, the Adventist Church celebrates hymns, and local member celebrates 100 years. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. The hymns of the church play a crucial role in worship as a vehicle for teaching doctrine and reinforcing beliefs. Here in the South Bahamas Conference, the music department, led by Annette Dorset, hosted a hymnal festival on April 26 at the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church to rejuvenate the practice of singing hymns. Pastor Barrington Brennan, who has served as the conference's music director in years past, provided the history of the Hymn Fest in the Bahamas.
Adventists love to sing, and this is why we have the Hymn Festival. We had our first Hymn Festival in 1986. It was released, the new hymn book, in 1985 at General Conference. And as the music director of the conference, I organized our first Hymn Festival at Bahamas Academy on Wolf Road in the Gymnatorium.
He also reminded the members of the importance of learning hymns in the church.
Today, the praise songs only praise if they are not written properly. So many musicians and non-musicians are mesmerized by the harmony of the music. We have to examine the theology to make sure that our hymns, our songs, our praise songs match our theology. The hymns helps us to bring us back to who we are.
The festival continued with hymns sung in English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole, showcasing the diversity of the Adventist Church and the unity that occurs through music. In between the music, the congregation also learned about the historical context and stories behind some of the beloved hymns. A significant part of the festival involved active participation from the congregation. Hymns such as All Hail the Power of Jesus' Name and How Cheering is the Christian's Hope were sung collectively. A special thank you is extended to our Music Ministries department, led by Annette Dorset, for highlighting the importance of the hymns for spiritual growth and the teachings of the church. Not many are privileged to witness a full century of life, and becoming the age of 100 is a rare and remarkable milestone. At 100 years old, Naomi Ro stands as an example of devotion and faith in the Adventist community. Born on the island of Exuma, Naomi's life has been one of humble beginnings and deep spiritual growth. Her spiritual journey began in the Baptist church, but she was led in a new direction when she and her husband were introduced to the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
We had a brother from the church from Morstown, and then he came to the door, and then he told my husband, he said, now, I come to study with you this morning. I will study you about the Sabbath. My husband was really in tune about it, because we were hearing about the Sabbath before. My mother-in-law house, we started to keep the Sabbath in there. But then it wasn't long, because the house was full quick with the believers. And then he got out and got together with the men them, and he began to talk about forming a church.
When asked what her greatest wish is, her response was a testimony to the life she has lived.
I listened to be ready when the Lord called. I prayed and I asked the Lord to keep my heart, my mind, and my heart focused in the right direction every day. Keep me. I said, I make my decision. I want to live in my Jesus.
On April 26th, family members and friends gathered to honor Mrs. Roll's remarkable life. The celebration was filled with laughter and reflection. Those closest to her shared stories and tributes that highlighted the powerful impact that she has had. Also in attendance was South Bahamas Conference's Executive Secretary, Leonardo Ramming, who brought greetings on behalf of the conference administration. Naomi Ro's century of life is a testament to faith and love. On Sunday, April 27th, Cham families from churches across New Providence gathered at Goodman's Bay at 8 a.m. for the Adolescent and Parent Physical Challenge. This event was designed to foster teamwork, communication, and memory building between adolescents and their parents, featuring 10 checkpoints that require teams to solve riddles together before unlocking the physical challenge. Doctors Hospital sponsored the grand prize, and fitness instructors from the Royal Bahamas Defense Force supported the event. The challenge blended physical endurance with mental sharpness in a day filled with faith, fitness, and fun. The top 3 teams were, in first place, father-son duo Donald and Farhan Pinder from New Providence Church, who won $250. In second place, mother-son team Tammy Bodie and Javari Bow from Grantstown Church, who earned $150. And in third place, mother-daughter pair Naomi Adderley and Paris Ambrista from Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church, who received $100. Teams represented several churches on the island. The day was not only about competition, but was also about strengthening family bonds and promoting healthy lifestyle. CHAM directors Kenesha Sims and Cindy Stewart would like to express a special thanks to the on-site health team and the members of the 2025 Master Guides cohort for their contributions to the event's success.
The countdown to World Adventurers Day is on. On May 17, under the theme Travel with Faith, our little ones will show how they make a positive difference in their community. Here in the South Bahamas Conference, a joint service will be held at the Living Faith Church beginning at 4:30 p.m. And on Sunday, the celebration continues with an adventurer exhibition at the Breath of Life Church grounds from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So come out and let's support our adventurers as they travel with faith.
Welcome back to Adventist News. And coming up in the South Bahamas Conference, the South Bahamas Conference Education Department, in collaboration with the Adventist Educators Association, will host a crucial suicide prevention seminar on Sabbath, May 24, 2025, from 5 to 7 p.m. Esteemed guest presenters, Dr. Sean Knowles and Dr. Stephanie Hutchinson, will share their expertise and insights on this important topic. World Adventurer Day will be held globally on May 17, 2025, under the theme Travel with Faith. It is a special day to let our adventurers enjoy being adventurers and to show others the blessing that they are to our church and our community. Here in the South Bahamas Conference, a joint Vesper service will be held at 4:30 p.m. On Sunday, May 18th, there will be an adventure exhibition at the Breath of Life Church grounds from 9 a.m. through 1 p.m. Join Grantstown Church members as they conclude its Gospel series on May 10th with Pastor Evangelist Wilson Isnord on the Sanctuary, the Revelation of Salvation yesterday and today. The Men's Department of the Grantstown Church is planning a special Mother's Day cruise on Sunday, May 18th, 2025 to Andros. All interested mothers from the conference are invited to attend. Individuals can contact the church's men's department at 557-0659 for more information. The Health Ministries Department, Adventist Health Professions Association, and Adventist Layman Services and Industries are traveling to Inagua from June 6th through the 9th, 2025 to hold an evangelistic series and health expos. Interested individuals can contact 433-6917 or 556-0492 for more information. Interested individuals who would like to travel to Ghana from July 23rd through August 6, 2025 can contact David Williams at 433-6917 for more information. The South Bahamas Conference Women's Ministries Department invites all women to participate in this year's 2025 retreat under the theme Rescued, Restored, and Renewed. The retreat will be held on Long Island from October 10th through the 13th. Contact your local church's Women's Ministries leader for more information on how you can register for this year's retreat. Feel free to visit the South Bahamas Conference website at southbahamasconference.org to receive more information on all of our upcoming conference events. There you can also view a rebroadcast of our Adventist News Update along with other local programming from our cable channel ATV 658 and read the weekly logos as well as the Adventist page from the Nassau Guardian.
all need a balance of protein, fat, carbohydrates, fiber, vitamins, and minerals in our diets to sustain a healthy body. So get healthy and select the healthiest options from the following categories. Protein. Proteins give us the energy we need to get up and go and keep going, while also supporting mood and cognitive function. Too much protein can be harmful to people with kidney disease, but the latest research suggests that many of us need more high-quality protein, especially as we age. Protein is not only found in animal products, but there are a variety of plant-based like chickpeas, lentils, and tofu. Fat. Not all fat is the same. While bad fats can wreck your diet and increase your risk of certain diseases, good fats protect your brain and heart. Healthy fats, such as omega-3s, are vital to your physical and emotional health. Including more healthy fat in your diet can help improve your mood, boost your well-being, and even trim your waistline. Fiber. Eating foods high in dietary fiber like grains, fruit, vegetables, nuts, and beans can help you stay regular and lower your risk for heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. It can also improve your skin and even help you to lose weight. Calcium. Not getting enough calcium in your diet can contribute to anxiety, depression, sleep difficulties, as well as osteoporosis. Whatever your age or gender, it's vital to include calcium-rich foods in your diet. Limit those that deplete calcium and get enough magnesium and vitamins D and K to help calcium do its job. Carbohydrates are one of your body's main sources of energy. They should be derived from complex, unrefined carbs like vegetables, whole grains, fruit, rather than sugars and refined carbs. Cut back on white bread, pastries, starches, and sugar, which can prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar, fluctuations in mood and energy, and buildup of fat, especially around your waistline. Use these tips and eat healthy today. I am Shanique Taylor, and this has been your health tip courtesy of Adventist Television. Remember, God wants us to prosper and be in good health.
Let's go now to the Adventist News Network with our news feature from around the world.
In southern Brazil, a new initiative is helping teenagers live out their mission from an early age. The project, called Gideon's 300, brought together hundreds of young people to learn how to evangelize with intention, using the Bible, their voice, and even their phones.
At first glance, it looks like a big youth gathering. But here, the focus goes beyond fun and fellowship. Nearly 500 teens accepted the call to share their faith with courage, creativity, and purpose. In the town of Candelaria, in Rio Grande do Sul, they sang, prayed, studied, and prepared to live a life on mission. The project's name comes from a well-known Bible story. Gideon was a leader facing an impossible battle. He started with 32,000 soldiers, but under God's direction, and in a test of courage and trust, he ended up with just 300 to face the Midianites, an enemy army that often attacked Israel. With faith, strategy, and teamwork, they defeated a much larger force. A victory that proved that when you have a clear purpose and follow God's lead, the impossible can happen. With that same spirit, the teens took part in hands-on training. They learned how to invite someone to study the Bible, how to organize spiritual gatherings with friends, and how to speak about faith, both in public and online.
Well, that's it for our Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. To share what is happening at your church, please email your news stories and upcoming events to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com. To view a rebroadcast of our Adventist news along with other programming and to keep in touch with what's happening at our conference, visit our website at southbahamasconference.org. The SBC Media Network's Facebook and Instagram pages are filled with lots of material from the Communications Department, so you want to check those out, and remember to subscribe, to like, follow, and share. You can watch and listen to programs from our radio station Word SBC 88.3 FM and our Adventist television channel ATV 658 to get updates, insights, and first-hand information from the SBC Media Network as it happens. The programming from ATV 658 can also be viewed on the South Bahamas Conference's YouTube channel, so feel free to watch a recap of our Adventist news there. On behalf of our production team, it was our pleasure to bring you tonight's news update. I'm Stanley Fullord for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.